Hey, folks, this is
D.
D.
Yeah.
Just ran into D, Serendipity, and he's got the Sherman S, and he's kind enough to give us a word or two feedback about the Sherman S. So, how's it going with the Sherman S, Dave?
I would say that the one thing I love about this is suspension. It's definitely I had a V11, and the one thing I noticed about the V11 was that the air that I had to constantly put in. When I
Into
heard
the
it,
chambers?
yeah, into the chambers. It's like every month you have to just re-put it in. Once I got this, it was like that was set.
That's it.
Yeah, that was set.
Oil,
Yeah,
no air, right?
yeah, it's
So you're
just
not pumping anything?
you just set it, forget it, and that's it.
Stop.
That's the one thing I
Chances.
love. Yeah, I got this from E-Wheels, so you get a choice of you want the knobby or the straight. Being from New York, and like I already
So
know.
they can up and tinker
Nah,
with it. You
nah,
just got it right out of the box.
yeah,
Road tire.
ready to go.
And how is it? Is it like too slippery at high speeds?
Nah. I definitely love carving. So I would say the only time I ever felt slippery was when it was wet in the first 5 minutes of the rain. That's when I was like, let me calm down. You know, after that, it was all good.
I see. And can I ask, is it true that those wheels are not too good as far as performance?
I heard everybody changing them out. For me, perfect. I'm
Really?
not sure what the experience is.
Uh-huh.
Maybe I had to ride someone else's pedals, but these are great. I would say the way I ride, because I rode with the grip tape before,
Uh-huh.
it kind of suits the in between, not so grippy and grippy.
I see. When
Yeah,
it's too grippy, you
yeah,
kind of lose something. The
yeah,
ability to kind of shift
yeah,
Correct.
exactly.
and
Yes,
step off,
Pivot.
yes, and pivot while you ride them.
adjust yourself right when you get
Yeah,
on.
the
Yeah,
pivots. The pivots are crucial. Pivots are crucial, y'all.
Uh-huh.
yes. So like when I'm turning or taking a high speed turn, I need to like just pick my feet up just a bit to adjust for that turn, that carbon turn.
I see. Okay. And people are definitely saying the seat or that trolley
Yeah,
is
yeah.
flimsy and terrible. Is that true?
I don't do too many seat riding, but
Uh-huh.
when I see that at the light, it's just enough. But
Uh,
I could just imagine like if you're
it's-
doing long rides,
so you're not a big seated riding guy, which I'm
nah.
not either, by the way. I just don't. Not skilled, I guess. I haven't practiced it.
Yeah,
But when you lift up the trolley to walk it, is it
uh-huh.
like, oh, I gotta hold the wheel with one hand and trolley with the other?
You
Or is
know,
it,
I develop a technique, and it's like this.
oh, it's metal though. I mean,
It's like a hard plastic,
okay. So
right?
you,
It's
you
it.
just use technique to balance it
Yeah,
well.
yeah. And say for instance, if I wanted to just make a like turn, I use my knees to like
Oh, I see. To brace it so that you're not putting all that weight
yeah,
and on the ship. Okay, that's
yeah,
smart. So you kind of give it a little
yeah,
fulcrum and leverage
yeah,
action.
yeah. So I'm not trying to turn it with the
It's
handle.
difficult to turn it with your hand.
Yeah, so
So you
I
have to
just
use
leave.
your body a little bit.
Yeah,
He uses his body to maneuver the wheel a little bit and
yeah.
help turn.
I don't focus. I don't give it all concentration on my hand.
Mhm.
Just give it a little nudge to this turning.
Or sometimes you pull the reversal where you're like, oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
So you don't even have to make
yes,
the whole big turn, which is good for any wheel.
yes,
Uh-huh. And those are the stock pads.
yes.
Pretty substantial for stock pads.
You-
I can't imagine you even wanted to upgrade or needed.
Ah, nah. I don't like that locked in feeling.
Uh-huh.
So
Right.
I
You're
start.
too locked in.
Yeah, I started riding like 4 years ago.
Gotcha.
So they didn't really have the pads to lock you in. So that feeling being locked in is not good for me.
Right.
I know for other
It
people,
takes yeah, it depends on how you want to ride. Like a lot of people that do stunts,
yeah,
they chose
yeah,
a locking method to keep them with the wheel
Right.
because
yeah,
Right.
you want the wheel to jump when you lock in. You know what I'm saying?
Supposedly, it can cause extreme injury, or if you're locked and you can't get out of it, or something.
I mean, eventually you're gonna get out. You know,
yeah,
eventually it's gonna be nasty coming out.
yeah. For me, I had an incident just a block away from here. A guy just cut out of the blue
Man.
bicycle, city bike, and he came right in front of me. I jumped out. I just jumped off and jumped out.
Right,
Now I know if I was locked in, that wouldn't have been the choice. So
right.
So the wheel took the fall?
yeah, well, not this one,
Oh,
not this one. This another wheel.
okay. So you haven't dropped. I don't see scratches.
Nah.
I see the Leaperkin branding on the shock.
Yeah,
I see the sick kickstand, which
It's a nice
looks
wheel.
yeah,
I was
Yeah.
I like that wheel.
Wait, but that's a big, heavy wheel. So is the torque lack? I mean, I know it has torque, but does it kind of compensate for the weight? So it's average.
Yeah.
Or are you really out on that thing?
Nah. I would say that the torque is definitely low, right?
Okay.
But once you get past that low stat, it moves.
I see. Like the Sherman.
Yes. Yes.
Max.
Yes.
But would you say that exceeds the Sherman Max or doesn't, or is slow?
Because I never ride a Sherman,
Okay.
I hear people like they're virtually the same,
Okay.
but I haven't gave it a Sherman. But one thing I did do to make it more enjoyable was take it out of hard mode.
Okay.
I put it into soft mode,
Yeah.
and extremely helpful.
I see. Okay. It wants to ride. It doesn't like to idle. The same as the Sherman.
Yeah.
It likes to move so it can cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I see it.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thanks
All
so
right.
much.
All right.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Any joyous and safe miles for it,
Yes. Yes.
and in good health and
Yeah.
good repair.
And I'll definitely see you again.
Yeah.
New York to see
I'm just
everybody.
chilling.
God willing. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in. Any thoughts, Mr. Live, on the Sherman S in the flesh?
It's a nice looking wheel, man. Got a lot of potential. I seen some guys doing some good things on that too.
Yeah.
Cooler, man. So for him to say he gives it the stamp of approval.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
long time rider.
Yes.
I mean, okay, so I'm gonna stop it here, guys. Thanks a lot. Thank you.